Looks like we got snow overnight. Fun. Kind of tough to do this with motivation wise for me, I guess. I don't really mind doing the workout. That part's really not a big deal. It's kind of fun, and at least some days anyways. But I absolutely hate waking up early. If I didn't have to wake up early, this probably wouldn't be as bad, but I also don't have time during the day to just do this. So the only time I really have to do this is in the mornings when I'm sleeping, I guess. So I have to sacrifice some of my sleep in the morning to get up and do this. I guess that's part of the battle of trying to get into shape though, is trying to keep the motivation up, struggle through whatever keeps you unmotivated. Just do it. Hopefully you have some reward in the end. Now when you're a soldier, well, you have no choice. Part of your job is to stay in shape, so you have to go to do PT. If you don't, well, you're gonna get in some pretty big trouble. It's kind of funny, the difference between when I was a soldier and now being a civilian. The difference being I have the choice right now to get in shape, where when I was in the Army, you didn't have a choice. You had to be at PT formation, you had to do PT. A little bit of an advantage I feel like with snow on the ground is it creates good lighting. Snow creates a little bit of reflection, so you get pretty good lighting certainly in the morning. Normally my footage is a little bit dark I try doing stuff, so that's kind of a plus. Pretty cool. All right, I'm back at it. Another day of PT. Awesome. Now, I think someone asked about it, but in the Army, they have a thing called Cadence. Typically, when soldiers are running, even when they're marching sometimes too, they have cadences. Now, marching cadences are usually only kind of with like soldiers in training areas. Like when a soldier's like in basic training or AIT, they'll do lots like marching cadences and stuff. It's not really a common thing with units like at their permanent duty station. But running cadences are. Some people still, well actually most people usually still do running cadences. It kind of helps take your mind off the run a little bit, keep everybody kind of on track, on step, and all that kind of stuff. I was not really a big fan of doing cadences, mainly because I felt weird like singing, but I'll give you a little bit of an example, I guess. It's gonna be a really, really basic cadence though. Essentially, you're singing, the soldiers in formation are repeating it back to you, and kind of the main beat of the cadence is kind of done on when the left foot hits the ground. And that kind of helps keep people in kind of the same pace. So I apologize that it is still kind of dark, but I'll use a little bit of audio magic to kind of make it, you know, sound a little better and make it sound like there's actually a formation with me, or at least the best I can. Left, 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 right, your left, 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 right, your left, 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 keep it in step, left, left, keep it in step, whole lot of left, whole lot of left. And there you go. I probably sound like an idiot, but hey, this is a little bit of an idea of what cadence sounds like. Like I said, I didn't really like singing it. Sometimes I had to get stuck going out there and leading PT to where they wanted me to do cadence, and I would usually just do some real basic ones. So if you're currently in the Army, or were in the Army, or even in the military, I guess for that matter, and you have a favorite cadence, leave it for me down in the comments down below. If you want, you can write out the whole entire cadence, or you can just kind of give me a, you know, a couple lines from it or something. A lot of exercises are also done in cadence. So I'll give you a little bit of an example, I guess, of kind of how that works when in formation. So that starts off with the person leading PT to give a command for what the exercise is, the soldiers repeating it back, and then they'll tell how they're gonna do it. Either they'll tell someone, hey, knock out 20 of this or whatever, or it'll be in cadence. So that's the example I'm gonna give you, is when it's done in cadence. The first exercise we're gonna do is the flutter kick. The flutter kick. Start position, move. In cadence. In cadence. Exercise. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2. 1, 2, 3. 3. 1, 2, 3. 4. 1, 2, 3. 167. 1, 2, 3. 168. 1, 2, 3. 160. 1001. 1, 2, 3. 1002. 1, 2, 3. Hold. Position of attention. Move. It's a little tough getting up sometimes. There you go. That's just one example of how some exercises are done in Cadence. Back at it with the road march. This time, really want to pick up the pace. I'm probably going to do the same route that I did the last time, but I think if I pick up the pace, I can improve my time. I still want to try to keep it under a 15-minute 1 mile pace, so we'll see how well I can accomplish that and see what kind of difference I can make just by focusing a little bit more, maybe stepping out, maybe using my long legs to my advantage and trying to get a better time than last week. So alright. Temperature is pretty good today. It's just almost 30 degrees, so shouldn't be too bad. Should be a good day to get in a good road march. So stretch it out and on the road I go. I ordered a weighted vest. It'll probably be here in a week or so, so maybe the next road march I'll get a chance to kind of utilize that and try adding a little bit extra weight. Hopefully that should be pretty good with adding more weight to my vest. It'd be kind of a pain to add it to this bag. I'm a little bit sketched out if the bag can handle a lot more weight. It probably can, but I'm still nervous about it. So I'd rather just add a weighted vest, add a little more weight to my body. Plus it also kind of counterweight a little bit, so it's not so much pulling backwards at me. Maybe if I have the weighted vest with some weight towards the front of it, it'll kind of help kind of counter both sides, and that'll be a lot better of a workout and add a little bit more weight to add a little bit more intensity to that road march. So looking forward to that. Maybe the next road march I'll have that weighted vest though. I'm stepping out the pace a lot faster, doing more of a fast walk rather than just a casual stroll like I had been doing before, where I was pretty much just walking at a normal walking pace. Now I'm kind of pushing it and walking a lot faster, and I definitely feel a difference. It definitely feels more of a actual workout than just a leisurely stroll with a backpack on you. So there are a couple different types of road marches that soldiers could probably do. One of the main ones usually is like an organized one where you have maybe your platoon or whatever, and you're taking up both sides of the road or both sides of the trail. And in that, usually you have full gear. You have your rucksack, your vest, your Kevlar, and your weapon. And then you take up like a staggered formation. I mean, if I look off to my right, because I'm on the left side of the road right now, then I should see a gap between the two soldiers. And all the way down the line, there should be a soldier, and then to his right or left, a gap. A soldier to the right or left, and then there's a gap. And that's a little bit more of an organized kind of road march, and it's kind of combat related in a way. It's like kind of geared towards that. So you may have certain points where you have to stop during the road march and put down your bag and use it as a kind of a prop to hold up your weapon as you're kind of looking out for a little bit, taking a break, and then get up and continue going on. Another type of road march soldiers might do is kind of more of a release type of road march, where they're told to go from point A to point B, and they have a time limit that they have to make it in. It's gonna be up to the soldier to kind of pace themselves at a good enough pace to be able to make it in that time frame. The uniform can kind of vary. Sometimes it's gonna be full gear with a helmet and weapon and rucksack and everything, and sometimes it can be less. Now also soldiers are usually given like some kind of packing list and like a weight standard of what needs to be in the bag. And like for me, I know like when I was stationed in Korea, we did a lot of road marches, and you had the packing list and a certain weight that rucksack had to be. At the end of the road march, they usually grab like a handful of soldiers, have them do a layout, weigh their bags, and if they didn't meet those standards, they were missing items, they didn't have enough weight in their bag, they'd make them do the road march over again. All right, so 3 miles this time, so we definitely went farther than the last one. Pace was about a minute faster. The 1 mile pace was 15:55. I think the ideal goal I would like to get to is having it under 15 minutes. And then last time I did a little over 2.5 miles in 44 minutes, where this time I did the 3 miles in 47 minutes. So a slightly longer time, but a longer distance. Not bad, but like I said, we'll have to try to step it up and try to get under 15 minutes for a 1 mile pace. All right, well that caps off another week of a fine workout. Narrowed it down, getting closer toward the end. If you like this video, make sure to smash the hell out of a thumbs up. If you want to see some more of my videos, I got a couple over here that YouTube recommends that are great videos. If you're not subscribed to this channel and you want to see more of my fitness stuff or even some of my Army explanation, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Christopher Chaos, See you next time. See ya.